pray, Father, that you would wrap this up, oh God.
Yes,
God, the same way that it came in, Father.
Yes.
You said, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn away from their wicked ways, then you would heal their land, Lord. So we come to you this morning, God, asking you to forgive us, God, Lord God, of our sins, Lord God, as a nation, Lord. We come before you and we repent, Lord God, as a world this morning. We ask you to forgive us, that you would look at us with eyes of compassion, God, that you would look at us, Lord God, through eyes of grace and mercy, Father.
Your word says you never leave us and that you never forsake us, God. I pray for your church today. Those that are gathering, Lord, online, those that are in their home, I pray that in this time, we as a church, the body of Christ, Lord, the families that take a stand in their homes, that they would declare that as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. I pray that homes all around the world today will begin to worship you, Lord, that there would be church taking place in the houses of your children, that parents would begin again to teach their children the word, the truth, the way, and the life, Lord.
Who are on the front line. Thank you, all you grocery store workers, all you who work in the medical field, all you who are receiving people on the streets, even churches and pastors who are out in the community, to not forget about the forgotten. They are homeless. Many of them have no home. I want to thank you, and I want you to know that we are praying for you.
Yes.
And so in this serious time, it's not a time of panic or fear, but trust in Jesus. Trust in the Lord. No matter what you do or whatever you're going through, trust in Him, because our God is a way maker. How many of you believe that? How about you, Nina? My beautiful wife, do you believe our God is a way maker? Praise the Lord. Give me some praise right now. Go ahead and share it.
Hey everybody, I miss you all. I miss seeing our sisters in the Lord. I actually looked out to the church, and what I missed is seeing the families, seeing husbands and wives and children here. But we know that you guys are home worshiping with us in spirit. And so,
who's on there? I want to see.
They're on there. Who's on there?
Jessica.
Is our worship team on there? Is our worship team on there? Our prayer team, our ushers, are they there?
Yep.
Okay, everyone's at their post. Amen. Taking care of all the little children. I hope the kids are there. Big kids in the house? Big kids? Okay, praise God. I just want to share, as my husband said, some things are going to be on hold. We have to wait and see. But just know that what's not on hold is that we are still connecting. If you have not yet downloaded, if you are part of the church, House of Faith, and you are connected with us, then you probably have a few apps that we use to stay connected. Some of them are for all the women. We use the band. A lot of the information is given out that way. We stay connected. We stay in fellowship with each other. Is the man. And then also we have Zoom. We've been feeling this time. That's what we want to do. We still want to sharpen one another. We want to be in each other's lives. We want to encourage one another. And so we may have to get strategic. We may have to get creative. And so download the Zoom. We're meeting twice a week via Zoom for Bible study devotions. And it's such a great way for us to stay connected. I know the men are also doing that.
Yes.
There's a lot of men that are doing that. And so if you don't know how to do it, or you need help, or if you've never downloaded that, see me. But I know that my 3-year-old son got on a Zoom. And so if he can do it, you can do it.
Verse 29 says, take my yoke upon you and learn from me. Did you hear what he said? Jesus said, take my yoke and learn from me. Take my yoke and learn from me. For I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls.
Amen.
Amen.
This rest that I said I've been taking 3 times a day, it's not rest in the physical, it's rest in the spiritual. My soul has been resting because I accepted the invitation to come to Jesus.
Okay.
God is saying this, I'm going to give you rest. Rest for your soul.
Amen.
Amen.
Rest for your spirit.
Yes.
He says, verse 30, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Amen. Father, I pray right now, use your words, God, this great invitation that you give all over the nation and all over the world. To every breathing thing, you welcome them. You invite them. You call them to come to you. I believe that no greater time is the time right now where you are calling to all people, believers and unbelievers, saved and unsaved, small and great, rich and poor. The call is on for all to come to Jesus, and you will surely find rest, not just for your body, but for your soul. In Jesus' name, bless us, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
See, we are living in a time of uncertainty.
Yes.
We are living in a time where things are changing every day. I think I've changed my plans more times this last week than ever in my life. Because when I say, hey, I'm going to go here, then I hear something that says you can't go there. I go, okay. And then I go, oh, well, we're going to do this. You know, I'm still thinking of how we can win souls. I'm thinking and praying and asking God for his wisdom to say, Lord, there are people who need to know about you. How can you use us, Lord, to go out and share the good news? Because we are in uncertain times where our lives are changing, our worlds are changing, and everything around us is changing. But that's why our faith is not in this world. That's why our faith is not in our lives. That's why our faith is not in our communities, but our faith is in Christ because Jesus never changes.
Yes.
Do you know that?
Yes.
He's the same today, yesterday, and forevermore.
Amen.
I think of my daughters and they sing that song. You are Alpha and Omega. Come on, church. You sing it at home. He's beginning and the end. Yeah. Why? Because he's the same yesterday, today, and forever.
Yes.
I praise his name. I love it. I pray. Hallelujah. Yeah, see? Don't forward this. I don't want American Idol calling me later. He's the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. So even in a time of uncertainty and change, I want to remind you, don't put your faith or your trust in anyone else except for Jesus. Don't put your faith in your boss. I know he loves you. I know he's a good man.
Okay.
But he doesn't provide for you. Jesus provides for you.
Amen.
Don't put your faith in this world, in the systems, and the things of this world. Because this world will come to an end. Do you know that?
Yes.
The Bible says that heaven and earth will pass away, and the only thing that will remain is the Word of God. I want you to know that Jesus is the Word.
Yes. Amen.
He'll never pass away. He'll never change, and that's why I have chosen to put my faith in him.
Come on now.
Even in the midst of everything that's going on, God gives this great invitation. And the title of my message is really simple. Come to Jesus. Tell someone in your living room right now, or wherever you are, come to Jesus. Invite someone who may be watching you. Come to Jesus.
Yes.
There is a great invitation that goes out from Jesus himself.
Yes.
And what that shows me about our God is that our God is concerned with you. Do you know that he's thinking of you? Reminds me of another song.
Come on.
I am a friend of God. Look, I won't sing it. I'll spare you guys. Pastor's a worshiper. He's ready to come. I worship God. He calls me friend. He goes, did you know that he is thinking of you? That he loves you? That he hears you when I call, is it true? it is true. He's thinking of you.
Yes, yes.
That's why we sing that. Is it true that he hears me when I call? Yes.
Yes, that's right.
He's thinking of us.
Yes.
He gives us an invitation. I want you to know that God knows everything you're going through.
That's right.
We don't serve a God that doesn't know. We serve a God who is in the midst of us in the time of our trial.
Amen.
We serve a God who's on the mountaintop in a time of victory with us. Our God has went through everything that we could ever imagine, and that's why we put our faith in him. The Bible calls him the great high priest.
Yes.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 15. Don't ask me why I remember that. 4:5. He's our high priest. He knows. He's been through everything. He went through everything so that we can understand that we have a God who knows what we go through.
Amen.
God knows exactly where you are this afternoon. God knows what's in your closet. God knows what's in your pantry. God knows that you're not working. God knows that he's about to stop Corona in the name of Jesus. God knows that he's giving you an opportunity to turn from yourself, lose your life for him. God knows that the church is open, but the building is closed, so that when the building gets open again.
Come on now.
I wish I had a organ back in. Because when the building gets open again, and it will be open,
Yes.
will you be here?
Yes.
Come on.
Will you be here, or are you going to be too busy?
Okay.
Or are you going to be doing laundry? Or are you going to be going grocery shopping on a Sunday when the church is coming together? Or are you going to be out washing your car? Or are you going to be working because they're paying you double time? I tell you what, ain't nobody working right now. Ain't no double time. The only thing double that I'm asking for is a double at McDonald's.
Come on now.
I got something greater. It's called a double portion of God's anointing.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's what I'm asking for.
Yes.
That's why God is allowing all this to happen, because he wants you. He's thinking of you. He invites you. He says, come to me, those who labor. Come to me, those who are heavy laden. He says, come to me.
Yeah.
That word to come is a call. It's a beckoning. It's one who has authority to call you where you are to meet him somewhere. That's who Jesus is. He has authority to call you. He's calling you right now. He says, come to me.
Come on, come on, come on.
And I'll give you rest.
Yes. Yes.
There's a call in the book of Matthew 22 that says, many are called, but few are chosen. Let me remind you, God is calling you.
Yes. There you go.
God is calling you. God is calling us.
Yeah.
God is calling the entire world, giving us an invitation to come to him to find rest.
Yeah.
You've been restless. I've been restless. We've been struggling with the things of this world. But Jesus is saying enough.
Come on. Come on.
Now it's time to have some soul care. Now it's time to get back in prayer. Now it's time to rest in him, to find peace. Peace in him. Because you know it's true. Many of us are restless. And if you're restless, that's okay. Like Pastor Lou said, we're living in scary times. But just because we're living in scary times doesn't mean we're scared.
That's right.
We're living in times where, yes, people are restless. I mean, I'm gonna grab the yellow flags, start throwing flags at these grocery stores. People cutting in line. People taking more than they need. People stealing grocery carts. I turn around, my cart gone. They all look the same. I don't know how to identify mine, you know. I'm going to start throwing flags and blowing the whistle.
Come on.
Because people are restless. It's okay. It's okay. If you are restless, I want to tell you now and encourage you, go to Jesus and you will find rest.
Come on now.
That call is in the book of James chapter 4. Verse 8, the Bible says, when you draw near to God, James says, he will draw near to you. Amen. There's a call. Jesus is calling the entire world to come to him. We've been too busy.
Yeah.
Busy building our own kingdoms.
Yeah.
Busy building our own lives. We've been busy being busy. Busybodies. You so busy, I'm going to call you Bizzle. I think there's already a Bizzle. Shout out to Bizzle, Christian rapper. Continue, right? God doesn't want us busy. God is looking for us to be blameless. Even as a church, sometimes we get busy. The Bible says this in the Corinthian church, right? In the book of Revelation, he says, I saw your works.
Yeah.
He said, I saw what you did. I saw your outgoing. I seen your outgoing. I seen you getting busy. He said, but you are forsaking one thing. You forgot your first love.
Okay.
Yes, you've been feeding the poor. Yes, you've been evangelizing. Yes, you've been doing that. But we, even the church, we get busy with just being busy. God is saying, stop being busy and start abiding in me. Get back on your knees. Get back in prayer. Answer the call. I want you to know your phone is ringing off the hook. What do you do when someone's blowing you up? You try to have a conversation. You're like, man, you're calling again. Look, many of you do that to me when your pastor's calling. You're like, you don't answer. You let me talk to the voicemail. Jesus is on voicemail saying, come to me.
Okay.
He says, I will give you rest. It is a promise from God. You see that Jesus is calling. Don't ignore him. Don't push the swipe button that you put onto your voicemail. Don't text him and say, I'm busy right now. Call you back later.
Okay.
How many of you guys got that text from me this week? Don't text Jesus saying, I'm busy, right? That's what we're doing spiritually. He's calling us. He's calling us to take a rest, to take a time out, calling us back into prayer, back into worship, back to what counts. It's our love for the Lord, because this world and everything in it is going to pass away. The only thing that's going to live forever is the Word. So don't you want to get busy being in the Word? Don't you want to get active being in the Word?
Yes. Amen.
Because the Word will refresh you. The Word will revive you. The Word is alive and active.
Yes. Come on now.
The Word is alive. The Word is active. He's calling you. Don't forsake His call. He says that those who labor, those who work hard, those who are hardly working, those who are tired and exhausted. You know who those people are? The ones that are building our own.
Okay.
You know, it is difficult. It is tiring trying to build our own kingdom. It is. It takes a lot of energy doing what we want to do. It takes a lot of energy to be unforgiving. It takes a lot of energy to be restless. It takes a lot of energy to be rebellious. It takes a lot of energy.
Yes.
To do things our own way. And that's why so many of us are so tired. That's what Jesus says. Those of you who labor. He's not saying you're out laboring for him. He's saying you're laboring within yourself. Okay. It is exhausting trying to keep your job. It is exhausting trying to keep your home. It is exhausting trying to keep your kids straight. It is exhausting trying to keep things together.
Yeah.
But Jesus is saying this, I didn't call you to labor on your own. He says that's why you're so tired, because you've been working, doing all these things, but you forgot about me.
Okay.
He says, I see you tired.
Come on.
I see those blisters on your feet next to those bunions. Well. I see the calluses on your hands. I see the bald spots on your head because you're so stressed out. I see that you're breaking out in hives because things are happening. He's saying, but you don't have to labor no more. You don't have to build on your own. He's saying, come to me, church.
Yeah.
Come to me, you who labor. I'll give you rest.
Okay.
Those who are burdened, I'll give you rest. Because the word heavy laden means to take on the burdens of this world.
Okay.
Some of us are burdened right now. But Jesus wants us to have a godly burden. A burden that won't call us to anything other than prayer.
Amen.
A burden that Nehemiah had. The same kind of burden. Where he heard the reports of what was happening in Jerusalem, that the walls were crumbling down. He didn't just take his burden and just go cry to himself. He cried in prayer. He got on his knees. He fasted. He repented. And then he was able to come and say, King, can I go?
Come on now.
How many of us have a godly burden for what God is doing on this earth? God is saying this. Don't on your own the walls that have been pummeled around you. He said, go to the king first.
Okay.
Ask for permission. And when you ask, he'll send you. Because he's looking for laborers for the harvest field, not for your own self.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
You cannot build your life and build the kingdom at the same time. You cannot build your home and build God's home at the same time.
Come on.
Now, I'm not saying neglect what God is giving you. But what I'm saying is seek ye first
Yes.
the kingdom of God and all his righteousness. Let's get busy getting back to doing what God has called us to do.
Okay.
So that we're not relentless, we're not restless, so that we're not heavy laden, so that we're not burdened. Some of us, we don't even come to church when the church is open because we're heavy laden with so many burdens. Some of us don't even come to church when the church is open. Why? Because our labor, we're so tired from the labor we've been building on our own. But you ain't got to do that no more. God, Jesus is giving you an invitation. Come to him.
Come on.
Come to him and he'll give you rest.
Yes. Yes.
I just started preaching.
Come on.
They said we had church for 2 hours. Praise God. We got till 3:30. He says, I will give you rest. And when you hear the word rest, what do you think of? You think of sleep? You think of a cat nap? For some of you ladies, your rest day is a day at the salon. You're doing your nails, you're doing your feet. You know, you're not working. Somebody's working on those toes. My God.
That's maintenance.
Well, you know, some of us guys, we think a rest day is a day where we just sit and watch TV all day and do nothing.
Yeah.
But the rest that Jesus is talking about here is not the rest where you're sitting around doing nothing. It's not the rest where you're at home sleeping. It's not a mental or physical thing. Okay? The rest that he promises is an internal peace.
Okay.
Internal. It's a peace. It's on the inside. Resting in Jesus isn't taking a nap at 3 o'clock today. Resting in Jesus is saying this, the word peace. He says, come to me and I will give you peace. He says, come to me and you will have peace on the inside. Come to me and you will have tranquility. He says, when you come to him. He said, when you come to me, I will give you rest, not from work, but in work.
Okay.
He says, when you come to me, you won't be stressed trying to figure out how to have things. You'll just be blessed knowing that you have him.
Amen.
He says, he'll give you the rest, he'll give you peace, that you don't have to work so diligent and so hard trying to be somebody.
Okay.
The rest that God gives you, the peace he gives you, is an understanding that you're already somebody.
Yeah.
You ain't got to try so hard. You ever been around somebody trying too hard?
Yes.
Well, don't look at somebody sitting next to you. See, you guys all at home right now like that loves you last night. Trying too hard. So you ain't got to try hard to be somebody. You're already somebody.
Amen.
That's the rest that Jesus offers. That's the invitation to know the peace of God. To know tranquility.
Okay.
To know that you don't have to work so hard. See, in the Hebrew word, the word rest means refreshing and revive.
Okay.
How many of you want to be refreshed?
Amen.
How many of you want to be revived?
Amen.
The word in the Hebrew means a quietness. You know, sometimes we just got to be quiet.
Yeah.
That word quiet means a quiet spirit. A quietness. Is your spirit loud? Is your world loud? You know, sometimes we have to try to get away so we can just stop the noise from what's going on in our lives. I want you to know that if you need rest, come to Jesus and he will make your life quiet and peaceful and calm and tranquil. He will give you serenity and stability.
Amen.
Only Jesus can offer these things. And that's exactly what we need right now, is we need to find rest in Jesus. We need the peace of God. We need a quietness in our spirit so we can listen. We need the peace to cover this world. We need a tranquility. We need serenity right now because the world is losing their mind, but it's our mind that is being guarded by the peace of God. See, we're not losing our mind.
Yes.
Because we don't own our mind. We don't even have our own mind. Guess what? We are praying for God's mind.
Amen.
We are praying for His mind in this time so that we don't lean on our own understanding. We are trusting Him. We are allowing Him to keep us still in this time of craziness.
Yes.
Do you know that because I answered the invitation when Jesus called me to lay down my burdens and find rest in Him, that even in the midst of this storm, I have peace.
Amen.
I have peace.
Yes. Yes.
My spirit is quiet.
Okay.
Look at me. I'm not even shaking. You know, do this. Test yourself. See. Can you just hold your hand out straight? If you're shaking, you need peace. See, I have peace to know that God provided a home for me, that I have shelter today.
Okay.
I have peace to know that all my children are with me. I have peace in God to know that it doesn't matter how much food I have some food and I'm eating still. I have peace to know that no matter what happens, God is with me.
Yes.
I have peace.
Yes.
A peace that surpasses all understanding.
Amen.
See, the Bible says in Ephesians 2, for it is by the grace of God that you are saved through faith, and not of yourselves, for it is the gift from God, not of works, lest anyone boast. Sometimes we don't have this rest because we're trying to earn our way into heaven.
Yeah.
We're trying to work ourselves into heaven. We're trying to do